Have you ever wanted to do videos and just felt uncomfortable or that it was overwhelming? This is a great way to get kick-started.
Today, I'm with Tim, the Medicare professor. Thank you for joining me.
Well, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
First of all, please tell me a little bit about your business.
Well, what I'm trying to do is create a educational product that will enhance my existing business. And there's a lot of disinformation out there on YouTube about Medicare in the United States. And I'm trying to create an effort to make it clear, precise, and let people understand it better.
Sounds like a great mission. How's Pictory helping you with this?
Well, making videos is a challenge. It's a lot of time, right? Well, the biggest thing for me is if I had to do the voiceovers, they would never get done because I wouldn't be happy with my inflection or the way I put it, my pauses. So I'd never be able to publish. So if there is one big thing, it's getting that done so that I'm actually accomplishing something.
So you're using one of our AI voices to voice over your videos, are you?
Correct. I'm using one of the advanced ones, not the regular ones, the standards, but one of the advanced ones, and it's working really well.
We partner with ElevenLabs. I think those are the ones that you're referring to, the ones which are hyper-realistic. Let's just dig into the workflow for a moment and take me from A to B as to how you make a video using the product.
Well, I'm using some AI to help create the initial stuff. I can't do blank pages. I'm sorry. So I get the framework of the topic that I want to cover done with ChatGPT, and then I go back and then I do a lot of editing and of the wording and stuff like that, and I make sure that the flow works right. And then I have to come in and change videos. For instance, it loaded euros when I was talking about cost, and I need it to be dollars. That's an example of the editing of that part. And then I listen to it to make sure that it flows correctly. I have a notorious deal of leaving off S's and EDs on words, so I have to go back and double check that. And then when I'm happy with it, or I do brand it, I have to put the branding package in there, which works wonderfully. And then I get ready to publish the content. We are about to go live in the next week or so. So I've got about 15 videos at this point done.
That's great. Just for the benefit of people who are not familiar with Pictory, it sounds like you're using our script to video function. Is that correct?
That's correct. I haven't tried the others yet, but I believe I will be doing that. I'm going to also use it to train agents on how Medicare works and how they can run a business as well.
That's great. There are other functions within the product which allow you to edit videos which you've already recorded. For instance, if you were doing an interview such as we're doing now, you could use Pictory to edit that interview without having to get into complicated desktop editors. But this sounds like a really good use case where you're making a video using a script and you're then using that video to both promote the business and also educate people internally. Is that a fair assessment?
It's a fair statement, yeah.
That's great. So I'm presuming that you're only just starting doing this. You don't have any results yet that you can speak to particularly?
No, I'm getting some very positive feedback. I'm doing some use cases with my existing customer base to have them review it and look at it. I got feedback, for instance, that, the background music was too fast-paced, that was making them anxious. So I went and found another one that was a little slower. So I would tell people, some people probably wouldn't think of those things, and I hadn't until I showed it to a customer. And I was able to go back and find one that worked better for what I was trying to achieve.
Within the product, you can share videos from the preview section without having to actually download it. Just a little tip, in case you were unaware of that, means you can just share it with your audience and they can give feedback, and then changing things, as I'm sure you found, is very quick and easy.
Yeah, it is. And I've learned how to make the changes and get the updates on the voice and all of that. Yes.
Are you going to be uploading those to YouTube, or do you have other platforms that you're going to be using for distribution?
Yeah, honestly, I have a social media manager. That's her thing to go do. I assume that's what we'll do, so they'll load quickly because we're going to send it out as a text link, and that's probably the best way to do it. But I leave that expertise to her. I can't afford to worry about those things. I got other things to do.
You may want to mention to her that there is a feature within Pictory which turns blog articles into videos. So if you've already got a blog with lots of written content, then making video content from that written content, repurposing in the industry speak, is very easy and very quick, and will have great results for SEO.
Awesome. I could probably add that to my existing content on my website.
I have one final question for you, if I may.
Sure.
If you're talking to someone who had not used Pictory before, what would you say to them?
Have you ever wanted to do videos and just felt uncomfortable or that it was overwhelming? This is a great way to get kick-started. You play around with it till you understand what it does for you. And like my first ones, I've probably done 12 redos on them until I liked it. But that's what taught me, that has gotten me to now under 5 hours for a video. But it takes that mystery out and gets you off dead center to get it done for all those things that, oh man, if I put that, the ring light, halo light in here and the microphone and all that stuff and created a studio, I think I'd be spending way too many hours trying to do that. And that isn't my forte. It's not my claim to fame. So this has made it incredibly easy to deliver on my vision.
Thank you very much for spending time with me today. I really appreciate it. And thank you for your praise for the product.
Thank you.